cómprame galletas trencito.
¿Cómo galletas trencito?
A blend of Nestle's creamy milk chocolate with crunchies tastes just as good as it sounds.
Why is Nestle the most evil and hated company in the world? Whenever there is a discussion about the most corrupt and unethical corporation in the world, Nestle always tops the list. Nestle is one of the biggest companies in the world, with hundreds of products being sold all around the globe. It is no surprise that Nestle dominates the processed and packaged food market. Nestle has around 339,000 people working for it in its 344 factories in 188 countries. But why is a company with such a huge influence and market called evil and unethical? Let's start with its history. Began its journey in Switzerland in 1867 and was founded by Henry Nestle. He wanted to start his own line of milk-based baby formula for babies who were unable to receive breast milk due to a variety of factors. Even if the formula is only dried milk, vegetable oils, and sugars, the key factor is the company's marketing, which has led people to feel that the formula is essential for their baby's growth and wellness, and that breast milk is insufficient. You can see how misguided this is because most medical experts agree that breast milk and not only breast milk is the greatest nourishment for infants. The company is also facing numerous lawsuits for other frauds and unethical deeds it has committed. Despite this, the company continues to reign supreme, raking in billions of dollars every day. In this article, we will be discussing the reasons why Nestle is the most hated corporation in the world. Nestle infant formula scandal. Nestle controls approximately 2,000 brands around the world, with its baby formula being the most popular. However, the company's product has a dreadful track record. The company expanded its baby formula market in the 1970s and began advertising its baby formula as superior to breast milk, attempting to manipulate customers by spreading the narrative that its formula is beneficial for infants and provides all of the necessary nutrition that breast milk cannot. They even bribe medical specialists to testify on their behalf. This is so ethically terrible that no one can dispute it. The ad campaigns encourage mothers to replace breast milk with baby formula. The most horrible thing Nestle did was hire saleswomen in developing regions of Asia and Africa and send them to give medical advice to mothers and hand them free samples of the baby formula. Undereducated mothers of underdeveloped countries believed that women were dressed as nurses. The free samples were weighted and packaged strategically to last just up to the day when the mothers were fully dependent on the formula and stopped lactating themselves. The company's horrible PR stunt led to thousands of infant deaths as the mothers were swapping Nestle's baby formula for breast milk. This left the children deficient in the necessary nutrition that breast milk provides. The worst impact was in the underdeveloped regions of the world, where mothers were diluting the formula with more water to save money and were unknowingly starving the children. Breast milk provides all the elements vital for the development of the baby and its immune system. With a lack of natural milk, the babies from underdeveloped regions with no access to clean water suffered from many diseases and died. It resulted in thousands of deaths, and the formula was even named baby killer by the media. When the situation got worse and people started getting mad about this and protesting, the World Health Organization in 1981 passed an international code of marketing of breast milk substitute, condemning the unethical practices. But the damage was done. The company, often criticized as Nestlé is evil, tried to clear their name and started mentioning in their advertisement that breast milk cannot be replaced. Even though the company is trying their best to keep its baby formula's image squeaky clean after the big baby killer blunder by promoting ads encouraging mothers and talking about the benefits of natural milk, they are still pushing the baby formula and bribing health workers in countries with lenient laws and still getting away with it. Nestlé's packaged water. Nestle is also one of the leading producers of packaged water bottles. The bottles are packed with single-use plastic, leading to pollution of the environment and killing millions of sea creatures. According to several reports, during beach cleanings, most of the plastic bottles collected are Nestle brands, which proves that Nestle is one of the major contributors to water and land pollution. And it's not just the plastic bottles that harm the environment. The plastic bottles harms the environment equally, if not more. No matter what fancy pictures of springs, lakes, and mountains the labels have, almost all the water in the packaged bottles of the Nestle evil company is from the ground. Nestle's evil company is blamed for exploiting the groundwater of the areas where the public needs it most and selling it for their profit. It is clearly unethical and dangerous for the environment. The company is also guilty of taking water sources from countries where people are forced to drink dirty water, as Nestle acquires clean water sources for their bottled water plants. In 2013, the corporation began diverting abundant clean water from Pakistani locals and using it for their factories, leaving the population with no other choice except to drink sewage and sludge water. Not just in Pakistan, the evil corporation is doing the same thing in numerous undeveloped countries with abundant natural resources that Nestle can readily exploit due to tax regulation. Nestle's use of child labor. Nestle sells a wide range of chocolate goods made with cocoa obtained through forced and trafficked child labor. During the 2000s, the company, along with several other chocolate companies, was accused of using child labor to produce cocoa for their chocolates. Nestle claimed to get rid of this problem and created ethically correct products by the year 2005, but it has not done much regarding the issue. The company claims that most of the unpaid child labor involved in chocolate production is done by children working on their parents' farms, because the farmers cannot afford school and need all the working hands possible to afford food, shelter, and other necessities. The reasoning is absurd, because Nestle is the one who pays them. Thus, they should do something to help the farmers who work for them. They should offer them assistance and raise the amount of money they pay to the farmers. They try to improve their image by including fair trade marks on their labels to showcase that the chocolate bars are made with ethically sourced cocoa. But it didn't solve the main problem, which was illegal child labor. They still have farms and plants where forced child labor is taking place, but they haven't done much about it and do not provide any proof that the products sold are ethically made. Nestle's factory waste polluting the environment. As discussed earlier, the company's plastic water bottles are the major culprits of water and land pollution. The single-use plastic is the main reason for littering and water pollution. The company has claimed to replace all their single-use plastic bottles with recyclable ones, but there is no progress in that department yet. The plastic bottles are damaging the environment, and the waste generated by the company's factories is causing irreversible damage to the environment and marine life. In 2020, a Nestlé milk powder plant in France released its biological waste in the local water bodies, killing around 3 metric tons of fish. And even after making many colossal promises and claims for reducing plastic waste and use, the company has increased its share of reusable, recyclable plastic by only 1%. According to the latest reports from Ellen MacArthur Foundation, the company has done nothing, made zero progress in the environmentally safe sector, and has not addressed the waste they are generating at all. Health concerns. In July 2009, the FDA and CDC issued a cautionary statement urging consumers to avoid Nestle Toll House refrigerated cookie dough due to an E. coli outbreak affecting over 50 individuals across 30 states. This contamination resulted in hospitalization and tragically claimed one life. Nestle responded by expressing grave concern, acknowledging their product's implication in the illness and fatality, and subsequently implementing more rigorous testing and inspection procedures for raw materials and finished goods to meet higher quality standards. In a larger scale crisis in 2008, Nestle faced the Chinese milk scandal, where their products were linked to 6 infant deaths and numerous hospitalizations due to melamine contamination. Despite Nestle's denial, the Taiwanese government detected traces of melamine in their products, prompting Nestle to dispatch specialists from Switzerland to enhance chemical testing at 5 Chinese plants. The incident became a major global food safety concern, with China reporting over 300,000 victims, resulting in severe legal consequences, including executions and life sentences for those implicated. Price fixing. In both Canada and Germany, Nestle, along with Hershey and Mars in Canada, and Nestle alongside 5 other companies in Germany, faced investigations that raised concerns about their business practices. In Canada, the Competition Bureau scrutinized allegations of price fixing, leading to office raids and subsequent class action lawsuits, resulting in $9 million settlement. Despite the settlement, none of the companies admitted liability, and the former president and CEO of Nestle Canada now face criminal charges related to the case. Simultaneously, in Germany in 2008, Nestle, known for its unethical practices, along with Mars and 5 other companies, underwent a parallel price fixing investigation. This inquiry was prompted by substantial, nearly simultaneous price hikes up to 25% in the chocolate and confectionery market. German police conducted office raids during the probe, and the companies justified the price increase by citing rising raw material costs. These incidents not only added to the regulatory challenges faced by the companies, but also stirred international concerns about the transparency of the industry's pricing practices, prompting unhealthy foods and deceptive labeling. Nestle, a company that has positioned itself as a leading health and wellness company, has faced criticism for promoting unhealthy food A report by the UK Consumers Association revealed that 7 out of the top 15 high sugar, fat, and salt breakfast cereals were Nestle products. Nestle has been accused of targeting children with their marketing practices. In an interview, Nestle's chairman, Mr. Brabeck, defended his breakfast choice of a dark chocolate tablet as a balanced start to his day. However, this attitude further fueled the perception that Nestle was not prioritizing healthier alternatives in its product offerings. In addition to concerns about unhealthy food, Nestle faced accusation of deceptive practices in Colombia in 2002. The company was ordered by the police to decommission 320 tons of imported powdered milk because of false relabeling, which included a different local brand and altered production dates. This raised ethical and legal issues and understood potential health risks for consumers. Controversies surrounding Maggi. In 2015, revelations emerged in India that Nestle's popular noodles brand Maggi contained elevated levels of lead and MSG beyond the legal limits. This discovery prompted India to file a lawsuit against Nestle, seeking nearly $100 million in damages for violating food safety standards. In response to the controversy, Nestle took a proactive measure by voluntarily withdrawing Maggi products from the market until they could ensure their safety for consumption. This strategic move allowed Nestle to salvage its reputation and evade the hefty fine initially demanded by Indian authorities. The Maggi incident in India is often associated with concerns about Nestle's adherence to food safety regulations and underscored the importance of swift action in crisis management for multinational corporations, including allegations related to Nestle crimes. Nestle's decision to remove the product from the market showcased its commitment to addressing the issue and restoring consumer trust, albeit with significant financial implications.